What's happening, guys? It is Wednesday, my day off. It's been an amazing day. I spent the whole morning completely lazing around on the couch, not doing anything, and it was great. I loved it. And right now I'm driving a 40-minute drive to go to Tempe because that is where my trainer is now working. There's a boxing gym down here. I haven't been to it before, but this year one of my big goals has been to get back in the ring. So this is as close as probably I come to a New Year's resolution, but whether it's fighting or doing just some sparring, I just want to get back in the ring. It's been years since I've hit anyone or been hit by anyone, and those are two things that I just feel like I miss in my life. Not the getting hit part so much as the hitting part, I guess. But I don't think you get one without the other. And if you do get one without the other, something's wrong. You might be a bad person or a really good fighter. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go down and hopefully get a training session in with him today. I texted him earlier this week to see if I could get someone in to spar, and he said that at that gym, they don't have a lot of guys my size. And that is tough. Like, my weight class is super heavyweight. So anything over 208 pounds is super heavyweight, which means when I was 260, I fought a guy that was 300 pounds. Then I lost some weight, and at 240, I fought a guy that was 216 pounds. And so you sort of get everywhere in between. Right now, I weigh 231 as of this morning. And so I still want to knock off a few more pounds and get down to probably down in the below 220. That would be a place where I'd be comfortable living. But anyway, today I just want to get back in the ring, just want to hit some pads and hit some bags and hear what Mike has to say. It's been probably, 5 or 6 years since I've even seen Mike. So let's go down and see what he's up to and see how much he's going to pick apart my stance and all my habits, since I'm sure I've got some pretty bad habits after so many years. Oh my goodness. So Mike weren't here, but fortunately Jason was. I hadn't met him before, but the guy is awesome. It's amazing how when you get out of something for a long time and you get that feeling when you go back of, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And that is very much how I felt today. Oh my gosh. I feel rusty. I've been rusty in shooting this year. I've been rusty in everything, and with Cigars Daily, it feels good. Like, at Cigars Daily, I know what I'm doing every day. I get like a full plan just in my head. You can build a whole plan what your day's gonna look like and what you're gonna do, and making videos and making graphics for the website and putting the deals together and everything. It's all stuff that comes naturally, but once you get out of something that you love for a while, getting back into it can be a little rough. So at the beginning of the year, I'm down 8 pounds since the middle of last December, and so I gotta keep that going. Phoenix is huge, but there's not a lot of good boxing gyms, certainly not as good as this one. This place is amazing, so I think I'll probably be back. Still gotta catch up with my boy Mike. I want to see him. It's been a long time, but man, everybody here has been just awesome today. So and I still got a lot of day off left. That's the good news. All right, I'm gonna get out here and go grab a bite to eat and then plan the rest of my day. Probably won't do much else. This is the backpack I was talking about. Oh. Here, let's get that one in your room. Thanks, dude. Jack, we're gonna go out, okay? Will you stay here and be a good boy? Will you be a good boy while we're gone? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you will. You're such a good guy. So where do you think we're going? I told you it's somewhere smart. I told you it's somewhere healthy, but not food healthy. brain healthy?
That's definitely not a video game.
It's definitely not a video game place? Well, you're right about that. It's definitely not a video game place.
Medicine?
No, it's not a medicine store. How do you make your brain healthier other than food and medicine?
Reading?
Reading makes your brain smarter? That's true. Reading is really, really good for your brain. And you want to hear something crazy?
It's a bookstore.
It's a bookstore. You don't sound excited about it when you say that. It is a bookstore.
I wanted it to be a bookstore.
You wanted it to be a bookstore. Well, good, because that is
They
what
have
it is.
story time.
We're going to go out there and we're going to pick some new books to read. Do you want to know what is different about you than me when I was your age?
What?
When I was your age, I was not a good reader. Like, I had a really hard time reading words. In fact, I was in special education classes when I was a little older than you are now because I couldn't read very well. You can already read better now at 7 years old than I could read when I was 10 years old. Is that crazy?
Wait, you can't read of?
I had a hard time spelling the word the. I had a hard time spelling a lot of words.
Even of?
I don't know. Maybe I could have spelled of. I don't know. I just had a really hard time reading. So when I was young, I didn't read a whole bunch because I had a really hard time doing it. And so I want to make sure that since you read well and you're learning to read really fast, we get some books that are fun because there's some books that are amazingly fun out there. Are you ready for the bookstore?
Yeah, just really right.
Every kid's favorite place to go, right? Way better than the video game store, right?
But
Where does this walk?
it's side to side. It's called the side to side.
The side to sidewalk?
Yeah.
Don't you have to do that walk on the sidewalk?
Side to side.
Oh, I know. Look at the toys. I know. Walk past all the toys. Walk past them. Look sad as you walk past them. Walk past the games. Look sad as you walk past the games. Walk past the unicorns and the stuffed owls, bedazzled owls. Walk past all the Hot Wheels stuff. Don't even think about it. Walk past the Lego stuff. Don't even think about it. Come on. Oh my God. Walk past all the Lego stuff. Oh my, when did they get so much Lego stuff? Okay, safe in the book area. All right, come on, buddy. Let's look around.
5.
When 5 Minecraft players follow a treasure map,
They find that.
so this is about people playing Minecraft and they get in trouble in real life. The first book, this one has mob in it. This one has the mob in it and the Evoker King. Which one sounds better?
Evoker.
The Evoker King? All right, let's get the Evoker King. You want to pick one more?
Yeah.
All right, here, take that one. Let's find one more. You know, one of my favorite analogies to use, and I've almost definitely already used it somewhere between this channel and the Cigars Daily one, was told to me by a guy who's both one of my friends and one of my greatest heroes. And he told me this when we were first opening Cigars Daily. We were getting launched and getting everything up and going, and I was just like dead, exhausted, tired, and felt like I had nothing left to give. And he told me about this. This space shuttle, when it launches, it uses a swimming pool worth of fuel every second. And once it gets out of the atmosphere and sort of breaks away from Earth's gravity a little bit more, it gets about the same mileage as a 4-door sedan, which is crazy to think about, but an amazing statement on how, like, getting something going requires more effort. It just does. Whether it's your business or whether it is a relationship and somebody you're falling in love with. Like, at the very beginning, it requires a huge amount of time, energy, and effort to sort of, like, get the inertia for a thing to move forward. And so now, 2 years later, we've sort of passed that stage for Cigars Daily, and we're about to come into that stage for American Viking Cigars. And so I'm sort of in this window where I've got enough time, I can breathe. Cigars Daily is operating amazingly. All the people we have on our staff are amazing people. They all know their jobs incredibly well. It feels like a well-oiled machine. And so it's left me with this like space and time where I'm like, okay, like I can sort of start exploring some of the things that help me recharge my batteries, which is what's critical for us all to have. And you guys have seen me get into a lot of that as I've gotten back into USPSA shooting, pistol matches, and boxing like I did today, and back into music and everything like that. And if you've watched closely, I've been obsessed with outer space. And so I got this book today when I was getting Silas books. It's called Out There, a scientific guide to alien life, antimatter, and the human space travel for the cosmically curious, which it got good ratings on Amazon, so I guess I'll give it a shot. But the whole idea right now is to sort of invest in those things that recharge the batteries. And my question for you, I'm sure I've asked it before, I will definitely ask it again. What recharges your batteries? I know that a lot of us love cigars. I do too, but and maybe this is the fact that Cigars Daily is a significant portion of my life, but cigars don't recharge my batteries all on their own. They definitely help. Like when I sit and read this and finish smoking this Obrigado, that's going to create an amazing recreational situation. Like I'm going to be totally relaxed and totally recharged by it. So cigars add to that for me, but they're not the be all and end all of sort of like refueling. And so my question is, what is that for you? Is it having a cigar and hanging out with some specific people, or is it like something else in your life? Put that down in the comments, because I want to know what those things are for you guys. And that stuff, I think authentically, we all, as we see that from each other, are able to, I say it on the channel all the time, we learn better when we learn together. And I think that that's true, especially for people who are still trying to like seek out their own sort of recreational favorites. So please drop that stuff down there. I can't wait to talk with you guys more about it. And tonight, my night off, Silas is at church with his mom. I am here by myself, and I've got some time to just finish up my day off and relax and refuel a little bit more before getting back at it tomorrow morning. So guys, thank you so much for watching on the vlog channel here. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, because I'm going to keep putting out videos here, and I'm going to keep you guys updated, not just on Cigars Daily and some of the stuff that happens inside that business. I'm looking forward to bringing you more of that, but also on American Viking and what's happening with American Viking Cigars. And so thank you for subscribing. Please do it, and drop a comment down below, guys. I am going to go start reading my book right now. Thank you all for watching. This is Tim signing off for the vlog. I'll see you all in the comments.
This is a face that will give them nice dreams. Hello.
Nice dreams. Have nice dreams, everyone.
Yes, have nice dreams.
That doesn't sound very sincere.
Have nice dreams, everyone.
That was definitely not serious. Have nice dreams, or else I'm gonna get you.
Have nice dreams, everyone. And outside will eat you.